Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about Minecraft Bedrock Edition farms and how to make your own. I'm going to be going through some basics on raid farms, some common problems that you might have with raid farms, and also the spawning mechanics of raid farms. So let's get into it. The basics of raid farms: if you have one villager, you have one bed, and you have one workstation. This is how I've set on mine. This is very cramped. Obviously, you can customize this how you want, as long as you have it near your spawning platform up here. And if you want to make this into a trading hall, beware that it might be a bit complicated with spawnable blocks. Make sure you don't have any spawnable blocks except for these ones up here. Anyway, on to a next basic feature of raid farms. If you want to have a constant flow of ominous bottles, you're going to have ominous bottles. Make sure you encase this next to a bubble column so you can get ominous bottles to do more and more raids. And the main way that raid farms work is by creating a raid so that the only place where raiders can spawn is inside this square right here and nowhere else. So if you're having problems with raiders not spawning in there, it's most likely that there's somewhere else that's spawnable, like say a mountain nearby like this one, or just generally some blocks around here that aren't solid. By the way, pillagers can spawn on a lot of blocks that other mobs can't, like slabs. The only blocks really where they can't spawn on are leaves and glass. Anyway, on to raid farm spawning. So, if you go to my Trident Killer over here, this is where you want to be AFKing at your Trident Killer. Probably. And then, if you go up here, which is 14 blocks away from your spawning platform, you will instantly get the raid effect. Now you wait a few seconds and a raid will spawn. So as you can see, a raid has started, and in a couple of seconds raiders will be spawning in here. Also, they've nerfed raid farms a little bit, so you're going to have to wait a while before starting another raid after you've already done one. As you can see, this farm works. Raid farms work very well. It kills them pretty much instantly. And also, sometimes if you go far away, the Trident Killer will reset and stop working. That's easily fixed by just replacing this redstone torch right here. Anyways, you can see that killed them very fast, and we're on to the next level of the raid. Make sure you always have, when you're using your raid farm, make sure you always have it on hard, as it will get you a lot more loot. Anyway, on to the spawning mechanics to get ominous bottles from a pillager outpost. So, you need to find where pillagers spawn. That can be pretty much anywhere in a pillager outpost. You're just going to have to do some trial and error of glass panes, but eventually you should find it. I've been quite unlucky that my spot is down here. So, what happens is pillagers spawn down here. They walk off here, go down here, up that bubble elevator right there, and they die to the same Trident Killer as the other mobs do. Anyway, this will get you a pretty good flow of ominous bottles. If you're having any problems with pillagers spawning down there, if it's not ominous people spawning, then you might have a problem that there is another ominous pillager somewhere around that you need to kill. Anyway, some common mistakes with raid farms is the pillagers not spawning in the spawning platforms down here. Well, the thing is, you need to be 30 blocks above that, pretty much exactly, for them to spawn. As you can see down there, they've spawned exactly when I went on this stand right here. If they're not spawning in the spawning platform, there might be other pillagers round other spawning platforms, because there can be multiple in each outpost. So just make sure to spawn proof them with leaves or glass. Also, if your spawning platform is taken up by water, as you can see, I've made it so they have to walk into the water because the pillagers cannot spawn in water. Also, if there are any other pillagers nearby, they could be taking up the cap, which means that no other pillagers will be spawning. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. If you have any queries about raid farms, comment down below and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And with that, I think... Oh, one more thing. Auto sorters. You might want to install an auto sorter in your raid farm because there are a lot of non-stackable items that you might want to sort out. If you want a tutorial for that, ask me in the comments below. Anyway, bye bye, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.